Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, An Insight. Episode-50. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This episode is based on Sri Sai SATCHARITRA chapter 12 and Hemat Panji has titled it as Guru Golab Swami Darshan and of Sri Rama Darshan. This chapter involves nearly 189 Marathi OVs. The chapter commences with a declaration that saints love all beings equally. Our Sai had not animosity or friendship towards anyone and treated the king and the pauper alike. Such was Sai. Let's now listen to the splendor of Sai. Saints expand their store of merit for the love of their devotees. They leap over wells, mountains, and valleys for the sake of their devotees. If a saint becomes fond and takes pity on the ignorant, immense faith will be developed. The pride of knowledge will be futile. One of the OVs of Hemat Panji reminds me of a fantastic incident related to Tarkat's friend Mitra, who was extremely an audacious thinker. He doesn't trust anything unless it is testified. The Leela related to Mitra is narrated in the wonderful Sai book by named Shirdi Sai Baba, authored by Dr. Keshav Bhagwant Gavankar, alias Anna Sahib, the most ardent and blessed devotee of Baba. This fascinating book is available in both Marathi and English language, and the work has acclaimed as a masterpiece. Now, let's go back to the Leela that was Baba's morning darbar, and we have dissertated that Baba engages the devotees with his exciting stories, parables, or euphuism that are balanced with humor, teachings, or indications to some. Darbar means a court or an assembly. In one such occasion, this Mitra posed a question to Baba. He asked, Baba, are you treating everyone equally? The moment this question was raised, Baba got enraged. Though in few Sai literatures, the authors hovered the thought that Baba was furious or hot-tempered, he is not. The purpose of his manifestation itself is to cultivate love and unity among people. He has been a greater apostle of love, but in most of the situations, he pretends to be otherwise in order to refine us. In the above instance, Baba spoke thus, Your question itself is wrong. Why did Baba say this? Because God appears on earth to protect the virtuous and to annihilate the evil. Saints, however, are different. They do not know the difference between the great and the lowly. For them, both are the same. This point of view is also highlighted by Dashganu Maharaj in his book Stavana Manjari, and Hemat Panji surrenders at the holy feet of Sadguru Sainath and says, Saints are greater than God, as they set the evildoers on the right path. Their hearts ache with love and compassion for the suffering. Our Sai is one such. He says, Sai is the prominent of the saints. He bestows whatever is desired by the devotees, and whatever is inauspicious or undesirable will be destroyed. Few others noticed that Baba is a saint of greater and rare merit, while others came to him to benefit from his powers like clairvoyance, clairaudience, omnivision, and omnipotent. I would like to share a connection from the Bible commentaries. Jesus Christ was giving his sermons in Bethlehem, and those days the tax collectors were disliked by the people as they adopted cruel measures on the weakest and the vulnerable. They were even considered as sinners. So, when Jesus Christ was giving his speech to the group of audience who were tax collectors, the rest of them questioned the Lord. While we, the good natured, are seated here, why do you give your sermons to those tax collectors or sinners? And then there is that enigmatic advice that he gave. The sick must be treated first, which means, though the purpose of his incarnation is to love and treat everyone equally, he gave priority to the evil or wrongdoers. So, the saints had no feelings of hatred or friendship and treated the king and the poor alike. Such was Sai, the magnanimous, says Hemat Panji. The narrator explicates the greatest virtues of Lord Sai Baba by citing them in his own dynamic way, using beautiful analogies in every chapter. In Gita, Krishna, who is himself God, describes the greatness of saints to Uddhava thus: a saint, as it were, my soul, my living image, and a saint is my beloved and is myself. One who completely surrenders to the saints, I also bow down to his feet. The Sadguru is like the sun which dispels the darkness of ignorance. To that greatest one, let us submit our heart and soul and take refuge at the divine feet for our personal welfare. Let's dwell into this chapter where Hemat Panji has recorded the events about a devotee by named Gaga Mahajani. We have heard few incidences related to Gaga Mahajani's visit to Shiradi, his involvement in planning for Sri Rama festival, and his participation in playing harmonium for Rama Akyan or discourses on Lord Rama, and how Baba recognized his part and blessed him. Now, let us listen to another incident related to a devotee which portrays the prophecy of Baba. Gaga Mahajani came to Shiradi to enjoy and witness the Gokulashtami celebrations. As soon as he arrived, he went for Baba's darshan. And we all know the general practice among Hindus is to take a bath before entering the shrine or visiting a saint. But in contradiction to this practice, few parts of India have another popular practice of visiting temples, which is termed as Dhuli Darshan. As per this practice, the devotees, upon reaching the pilgrim place, never take time to shower but just run towards the saint or deity to have their preliminary darshan. This is acceptable, and the external dirt is not considered as a sin, as the Parabrahman only cares for his children's intrinsic spiritual quest, their loving devotion, throbbing desire to have a glimpse of him, and not the physical impurities. Hence, this Dhuli Darshan is widely in practice. Gaga Mahajani desired to stay at Shiradi for 8 days. As soon as he went for Dhuli Darshan, Baba asked him, when are you leaving Shirdi? And devotees, we understand that none can go to Shirdi on their own, leave Shirdi without Baba's consent, or can stay long if they are asked to go. Mahajani didn't expect this question. He was astounded, but with utmost humility said, "Will leave as Baba instructs." Baba said, "Go back on the very next day." He consciously obeyed Baba's order and departed from Shirdi to Mumbai and was awestruck to understand that his employer was eagerly waiting for his arrival as the Munim, that is the manager, fell sick and was on leave. So the employer wanted Gaga Mahajani to take care of the official chores. But the boss is also aware that Gaga Mahajani has no control over his stay in Shirdi as it depends upon Baba's will. Left with no choice, he had sent a letter to Shirdi asking Mahajan to come back to Mumbai. All the letters to Shirdi will be addressed to Shama. So was this. But our omniscient Baba has professed the situation through his clairvoyance and had already sent Gaga Mahajani back. So, when the letter addressed to Gaga Mahajani, care of Shama, was brought by the postman, that was not even received by Shama but was redirected to Gaga's home in Mumbai. Next day, Mahajani got back to his work and understood that his employer was desperately waiting upon him, and at home he received the letter redirected from Shirdi and was enthralled, marveling at the omniscience of Baba. While reading Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, we come across various amazing leelas transpired by Baba to Mahajani. In one of the chapters, we read that he played harmonium during Sri Ramanathan festival. In the next, we admired at the unbreakable service he offered to Baba in spite of his severe diarrhea. This portrayed his love for his Guru. Mahajan resided in Mumbai. After a long drive, he reached Shirdi, and even though he was totally wearied out by the illness, he didn't want to rest in his lodging and slip the golden opportunity of being in the presence of the omniscient Baba. His purpose of taking all these efforts to reach Shirdi is to massage the holy feet of Sai Baba and attend his arati. Hence, in spite of his illness, he sat next to Baba and kept massaging Thai's feet. Baba admires the prema bhakti of his devotees. We will listen to the amazing Leela transpired by Baba to cure his stomachache in the coming episodes. Well, who is this Gaga Mahajani? His original name was Lakshman Ganesh. He was a great artist owning a photo studio and resided in a flat near Wilson College, Mumbai. His mind was ever engrossed in serving his Guru. Given a holiday, he would rush to Shirdi and spend all his time in the presence of Baba. Such was his fondness towards Baba. Hemant Panji narrated the above Leela to portray the sagacity of Baba. Baba uses various approaches to evolve his devotees to experience the divinity. Now, let us attend upon a fervent devotee by name Dumal, a pleader of Nasik. He has experienced bountiful, awe-inspiring miracles and shared them with Pujya Sri Sri Narasimha Swamiji while he was interviewed, and those were recorded by Swamiji in his Sai literatures. Hemant Panji has narrated one of the Leelas in Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, but there are innumerable captivating Leelas which must be read, and its essence must be grasped by the Sai aspiring souls. Hence, I am going to narrate them one by one. Dhumal was a spiritually evolved soul, and by obeying the instructions of Baba consciously, he achieved greater progress. The more you incline your mind towards Baba, the greater will be your spiritual progress. As per the verses, Jaisa Bhav, Taisa Anubhav, suitable experiences are granted by Sai Baba in accordance with their faith and devotion. Now let us listen to a story which is a complete contradictory to that of Gaga Mahajani. Dhumal was going to Nifed for a case. He loved Baba the most, so utilized every chance to have Baba's darshan. And Shiradi was close to Nifed, so he wanted to have Baba's darshan before appearing for the case. After having a hearty darshan of his guru, approached him for permission to leave, whereas Baba did not allow him to go, rather asked him to wait. Dhumal's mind was engrossed in the Nifed case. Meanwhile, the case did not come for hearing because the judge had severe stomachache that he adjourned the case, whereas Dhumal was unaware of the happenings in Nifed. He thought Baba might permit him to leave Shiradi the next day, but days passed and Baba didn't allow him to go. Dhumal's time was spent effectively as he enjoyed the company of Baba, forgetting the anxiety of the case. This change happens spontaneously without any pressure. Eventually, one fine day, Baba permitted Dhumal to leave Shiradi, and in Nifed, the case was already postponed thrice as the judge couldn't attend the hearing owing to his sickness. Now, the permission was granted at the right time and all his work was accomplished satisfactorily. Baba's incarnation is peculiar. Though he was present in Shiradi, he knew the happenings of the entire universe. His powers were vast. Nothing was veiled for Baba. This Leela is again a testimony for Baba's omniscience. Baba's ways are inscrutable. Gaga Mahajani came with a motive to stay in Shiradi, whereas Baba sent him back the following day, while Dhumal came for a quick darshan but was made to stay for days. Baba knew what was suitable for whom. Accordingly, he would grant experiences and fulfill their wishes. He took every required step to avert the evil and promote the good for his devotees. Getting back to Dhumal's Leela, the case went for 4 months and was tried by 4 magistrates. Eventually, Dhumal won the case and his client was acquitted. Sai was an unfettered entity. The ignorant do not understand the embodiment of God, rather engage themselves in worldly pleasures. But the innocent and inexperienced are mercifully caressed by God. Sai Baba is fond of his children, so takes pity and showers his loving grace upon us. Hence, immense faith develops in the hearts of his children. Devotees, if you observe carefully, you can very well comprehend that few devotees of Baba are overpowered by gushing love, gratitude, unswerving faith, and similar emotions towards their God Sai Baba, which is astonishing, and the amount of trouble Baba took to care every act and event of their life is par excellence. This is the effect of the Rinana Bandh that Baba had with those devotees. They are termed as Adyanta Bhaktas, that is, the most earnest and dedicated devotees who completely surrender to their Guru without an iota of doubt and in turn, Baba embraced them with his infinite love and took utmost care and interest in their welfare. Baba extends his complete protection and kindness as a benevolent mother, not only in the temporal matters but in all realms of life. Let me share an incident to endorse this statement. Baba always addresses Dumal as Bahu. Once Baba professed thus: Bahu, at every step of yours, I am taking care of you. If I did not, what will become of you, God knows. I shall share the Leela connected to this professment in the coming episode. The love Dumal had for Baba was immeasurable. He invariably followed Baba's advice and was emboldened by Baba's love. Dumal realized that the path chosen by Baba for him was always the best and wisest. He was a pleader and there was lot of competition among his fellow lawyers in Maharashtra for the post of public prosecutor. Many competed, whereas Dumal got the opportunity without even aiming for it. But he would not accept it unless Baba permits him. So he approached Baba and requested his consent. Baba said in a plain voice, Bau, why do we need all that? Instantly Dumal refused the posting. Such implicit faith and submission he had upon his God Sai Baba. In another instance, Babu Sahib Booty intended to send Dumal to London to study for his barrister degree. It is a very expensive decision, but Booty, being a millionaire, wished to support his friend financially and help him to pursue his higher studies. Both were great devotees of Baba, hence decided to take Baba's consent on this matter. Booty approached Baba and asked, Baba, can Dumal be sent to London to study? Baba gave a very interesting and rhyming reply to Booty. His ilayat and vilayat is not in bilayat. Baba's word choices and connotations are unparalleled. Being an avatar of Lord Hanuman, Baba is prevalent in giving standout phrases. The term Bilayat denotes England in colloquial Marathi. Ilayat means nature or characteristics. Vilayat means God's will. So, Baba in his reply to Booty meant that neither Dumal's nature nor God's will is conducive for him to go to London. To conclude, Baba didn't want Dumal to engage his efforts on these endeavors. So, even when he had a friend to sponsor for his studies in abroad, Dumal gave up the opportunity of becoming a barrister as Baba didn't sanction his permission to go. There are more such unfathomable Leelas which we can heed in the next episode. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.